Alrighty, so we got some bags installed in some of the bays, but remember how I said this would be one system. And there's the hoops that are installed. Cattle fencing, pig fencing, whatever you want to call it. And it's opened up on the end, because my next step is get those round bales of hay, get hay in here, get hay in about probably up to here, about halfway, over top of those support wires, all the way down. Get the hay, that'll pack against the bags. That'll cause the bags to tighten up, shore up against the ground. And then the next step is to take a crap ton of mulch. Probably do mulch from here up to about here. That's going to settle. Probably try to force it to settle. Walk on it a lot, because I want to have topsoil, which is going to come from right here. And as I go in with hay, as I go in with mulch, I'm going to have myself somewhat of a ramp. So I'll start dumping my topsoil as I see fit. Just build it up. And I'll probably end up with a mound, but it'll pack down. It'll settle. And wash, rinse, and repeat for all 6 boxes or 3 systems. The hoops are attached with some strapping material. It's got holes down the side of it. It's 1/2 inch wide and drywall screws. I've got those fastened in every so often. Minimum 4 per. The way you go about doing it is how you lay out your boxes so you have a good, somewhat good reference line, so you can keep all these panels lined up all the way down if you care about the aesthetics of it. And it makes everything line up on the inside too. Now I have some tie straps here, spreading the load, because these walls are not supported yet. And it was causing the walls to swag one way or the other and throwing off our basic straightness we have going on. So if I back up for a little bit, I'm going to do a bunch of hay, and then I'm going to do a bunch of mulch, and then I'm going to wheelbarrow all the way back on top of the mulch. When I get to about here, compacted, I'm going to lay topsoil mixed in with the manure we have. And I'm going to dump the rear first, and as I progress forward, every so often, I'm going to add some of the tie wire. This here 11 gauge fence repair wire. And I'm going to go across here, across the top of that one, and down the other side. You can get a general idea of how I connected those. Came underneath, pigtail, 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 walk up the other side. You can see how I've done these. So that looks like to be it. Probably not going to do any more videos on this, because you get what we're trying to do. It's going to be real nice when it's done. There's our manure. There's our mulch. And this is our future garden that should last us for a while. One thing I didn't point out before, when I get completed, one of the last aesthetic things I'm going to do is, this is temporary. This is just staking to keep the wall up true. But I'm going to go to Lowe's and get some vinyl. It's like 6 inches wide, maybe 8. Comes in rolls. I'm going to staple vinyl across the top. Well, I'm going to unroll it the full length, cut it, and I'm going to staple it to the top of this and let it overhang like that far. Probably just bend it by hand. Then I'll put my lumber on top, so we'll have a shelf here, a flat piece of wood right here on top to set your pots on and your buckets or whatever when you harvest. But the idea here is the tall stuff gets planted along the cattle fencing that likes to climb, or tall stuff. Everything's, and then it's going to crawl up, and then many times you'll be picking from your walkway, or you'll be reaching across, or you'll be, most of the time, probably like beans or peas, you'll be reaching through here, and your squashes and zucchini and whatever likes to climb. And then progressively your shorter plants would be out through here, your beets and carrots or whatever. So I'm watching my sunlight right now. We're still 3rd week of March. I've got sunlight down here. I've got shade right there. The shade is being cast by a big pine tree behind me, but it'll come back to sunny again because right there is all sun. So right now I'm working on hay. Hay needs to go in there to the tune of about 12 inches thick. And then mulch to the tune of about 12 inches thick. And then after it compacts, the remainder will be topsoil mixed with manure. That manure was baby dairy cattle bedding material. Okay, thank you.